We got another question. I'll send this one into the chat. This one is coming from Maria. What's going on, Maria? Between working and kids, it didn't leave much time to figure out what I'm passionate about. What I loved to do years ago are not even on my radar now. I have to do something that's become a personal journey in this digital age. What are the chances that area is saturated, or would it be the opposite?
We cannot approach things from a fear-based mindset. So
Love
you
it.
have to work. The first thing is opening up to the idea that we'll start here. How many schools open up? How many banks? Like, I live in New York, and on the corner, there's a McDonald's and a bank on every single corner. There's enough room for you to grow no matter what niche you choose. It's all in the mind. So that's first things first. Two, it's hard with work and kids, I'm sure. I cannot speak from a personal standpoint, but clients of mine have the whole like work and kids and family and husband and wife and whatever. It doesn't matter. It's what do you do for you every single day? Do you even take like 45 minutes for yourself to just sit and think, sit and read, work out? If you're not putting you first, how can you expect to put a business first?
Yeah, and just to add to that, um, and that's why I was so excited when you said that initially. Like, if you approach a business from a state of fear, you will fail at that business, because guess what? Building a business is a difficult thing to do. So if you're automatically in a state of fear when you're going into creating a business, you've already lost, because the competition is probably less fearful than you. But you don't want to go into a business looking at the competition, right? And I've been inside of other businesses that are other startup businesses that all they're doing is looking at what's the competition doing, what's the competition doing. And those businesses tend to, one, fail over time, two, not actually provide transformation to their clients. So I think the thing to focus on is what value can you add, and what value would you be able to provide to your customers, because that's the most important thing. The most important thing is not, how do you fit into this market? Of course, you want to find product market fit. You want to make sure that there actually is a market for the product that you have. But as you operate a business, you need to make sure that the focus is on providing the value to the people who would purchase your program. And Maria said, and that's what I'm learning to do, making time for myself. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that will come over time. And, I think this is a good, and if anyone has any other questions, definitely keep popping them in. I'm enjoying this Q&A. I think this is a good time to talk a little bit about that, Nina, as far as routines, scheduling, habits, mindset. So could you talk a little bit about, what do you do on a daily basis to get yourself going in the morning? What are some of your routines? What do you do to cope with things like overwhelm and stress in your business and things like that? Because I think it's a very, very, very important topic.
Sure. We're going to full send here. And full disclosure, you do not have to follow this. I'm just insane. So this is the only thing that worked for me, but it's not the definition for success. And I will 100%, you have to find what works for you. So I wake up at between 5 and 5:30 every day. And that did not happen overnight. That has been like okay, we got to start getting there. But I put my phone now in my kitchen and get my alarm. And once I'm out of bed, there's no point of going back to bed. And like, I don't drink. That's something that I cut out of my life completely. I stay on a strict diet. So like, I'm allergic to dairy, gluten, and soy. I'm allergic to everything. I stick to my diet and I know what I'm putting into my body. So everything I do, I've created a lifestyle about intention-based actions for everything. So when I started the 75 hard challenge, which is something that like really shaped my routine this past like 3 months, I wake up early. I'm pre-packed the night before. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. In my morning routine, I get up, I do yoga every single morning. I go for a walk, I do yoga, I drink my liter of water, and I have my coffee made same way every single morning. That kicks me into gear for the entire day. And at night, no matter what I've accomplished throughout the day, at 7:30, I go for a run every day. So it's kind of just implement, especially as a creative. I feel like a lot of people in the entrepreneur community, creatives need structure. You need structure in your business, but you need structure in your life. And you can't approach your life with, I don't know what I'm going to do today. You have to have some sort of structure, even if it's just like, I'm going to read every day for about 20 minutes. But morning routine is basically wake up at 5:15, drink my water, get my ass outside, go to the park, do 40 minutes of yoga, read at least 10 pages of a book, walk back, cold shower, get myself into the day. Everything's done by 8:30.
This is a great. And Justin Justin said, you two. He said you two are the male and female version of the same mindset. Because like I don't know if you went through the 3-day challenge or not, but day one of the 3-day challenge is my routine, and it's almost exactly the same exact thing. Like I go to bed at like 9:30. I wake up between 5 and 5:30. I've been doing yoga in the morning. I do meditation. I drink my coffee. Sometimes I'll go walk out into nature. I'll read some sort of motivational and educational book. My phone is on the other side of the room. So when I get out of bed, it's like, shit, I'm out of bed. I'm not going back in. I go into the cold shower. Like everything you said is exactly what I do. But I think it's important for the people in my community, hear me say this over and over and over and over again, how important this is. But hearing it from you as well, knowing that you're an entrepreneur in your situation, it just further solidifies the importance of doing these things. And like, let me rephrase that. Do I want to get up at 5:30, turn the alarm off, and get into an ice cold shower? Fuck no. I never want to do that, ever, ever. But I do it every single morning because it's micro wins, right? It's micro wins for the days. Are there days when I fail at doing that? Yes. Am I perfect? No. Is it okay to fail at doing that? Yes. Is it okay to say, hey, actually, I'm going to sleep in today till 7, which for me is sleeping in late, and not do anything at all? Yeah, of course, you need to mitigate against that. But like these things that we talk about in my community, these routines, these habits, these schedules, I've been studying entrepreneurs for 5-6 years now, and all high level entrepreneurs have these same habits that they do. And it's awesome to hear that your routine is essentially the same exact routine that I have, which makes so much sense as to why we connect so much on the same level, because we just have a certain level of understanding of the importance of these things.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not going to decipher whether or not you're going to succeed, but you can see it in someone's energy when they're taking care of themselves versus not. And that's going to be a big indicator where their business is going to go. So like you can, with clients that I have, I'm just like, I won't take people on if you're not working on yourself. Like there's people that are here and people that are here. You have to step up before you can even like start to build a brand. In my personal opinion. But
Yeah,
I've seen it
absolutely.
time and time again, also studying entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. And there is 2 questions I put in the chat, but Justin said something that I want to address, and I kind of want to attack Justin on this one. He said, you guys are young, single entrepreneurs with no kids and all this time to yourselves, tisk, tisk, tisk. Like basically saying like, you guys are lucky because you're young and you don't have kids. And look, I understand, like, I don't think Nina nor I can speak to having children or families because we don't. And we are young entrepreneurs, but something, right? You don't have to have a 2-hour morning routine that's as manic as mine is, right? But having something in place that just allows you to connect with yourself first, I think is always going to be beneficial for everyone.